Alrighty folks, welcome to a ride and review of the 2022 Yamaha MT07. Recently revised. This motorcycle's got a lot going for it. Very popular motorcycle, but you already know this is a giveaway bike. Hit that link down below to yamanoob.co. Make sure you get your chances locked and loaded. Wait a minute. I think that's another MT07. Brandon?
What's up?
What? You brought another MT07 to the party today?
Yeah, I just saw it sitting around the shop. I just figured I'd come join you and have a little bit of fun.
I like that. So folks, we're giving away 2 MT07s. We heard your complaints. The Ducati, a little scary, a little exotic, a little crazy. Some of you wanted something more approachable, versatile, and fun. And you know what? I think the MT07 fits the bill. We're giving away this bike and a full set of gear with both of them to 2 lucky winners. Double your chances. Hit that link below to yamanoob.co and get your chances locked and loaded. You only have about 6 more days after this video. So let's get started riding and reviewing the Yamaha MT07. Brandon, I thought it'd be fun to bring you along for this one because despite having all the racing experience you have, you don't have much street naked bike experience, right?
Exactly. No, I think this is probably officially the first naked bike that I've truly ridden around. I've sat on a few, they're all comfortable, but this is actually the first one I've probably ridden on the street.
That is so crazy. So, specs of this machine, Brandon, in case you don't know, because you're a new street rider-ish, let's say. 689cc parallel twin, 270-degree crank, 74 horsepower, about 50 foot-pounds of torque, which I'm sure you already felt a little bit of on the way here. It's a nice engine, right?
Yeah, very, very peppy.
Yeah, it's a peppy little bike. I think that's what people really like about these. The other thing that I think they like you were saying, it's very comfortable, very approachable, right?
Exactly. I've had no complaints. Just hopped on and started riding. It felt awesome.
Yeah, so what? Very comfortable ergonomics. I'm seeing the rider triangle here on this bike, nice and upright. About a 400-ish pound curb weight, 31-inch seat height. So even a gentleman such as yourself with your short legs, you got your. Can you do both feet down? Pretty much, yeah.
Balls of the feet, almost flat, but balls of the feet for me.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Looking good, feeling good.
That's right. Brandon's about 5'9" and looks like he fits on that bike pretty well. I'm about 5'10". I'll swing a leg over my MT07, which I think is better than yours, if I may say. I think it's...
I don't know about that. We're going to have to see.
We're going to have to swap them, yeah, for sure. But as you guys can tell, I got slightly longer legs, 5'10", very comfortable to flat foot this machine. It is super approachable, but I think the talking needs to stop. I need to start these bikes up as I roll backwards into this hill. I'll just drop this bike really quick. No, mine sounds better for sure.
I don't know. I think mine.
Want to rep it again?
I think you might have the edge on me. Just a little.
I think that one sounds better. Yeah. Well, we got to see which one's faster. Alright, so I wanted to start off this review a little bit different because we're here in the parking lot, and I know a lot of you who want to win this bike or purchase this bike are maybe concerned about doing slow speed maneuvers, maybe dropping your bike in a parking lot. And I gotta say, the MT07 might be one of the friendliest bikes that I've ridden in slow speeds. This bike has a really wide steering sweep, so that means that you can just do really tight little U-turns with it. I'll see if I can actually bank it through here. See if we can go full lock. Almost. Brandon, how do you feel about the slow speed prowess of the MT07?
That's actually really nice. Almost like a dirt bike. You have so much control over it.
Yeah, it kind of has that motard feel to it a little bit. Pretty sweet. The clutch actuation here is really really smooth. The throttle's very predictable, got that cable actuated throttle. I like it. It's very easy to get along with. Actually in Europe, they have A2 restricted versions of these bikes that they do their learners courses on. So people out there learning how to ride in Europe, a very popular bike is this bike because it is so freaking easy to ride.
I'm loving that torque for days.
What I like about it is you can be pretty lazy with it in like 4th or 5th gear and it can just really kind of get up and go, which is nice.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting here in 5th just bogging and it's climbing. It accelerates really smoothly.
I mean, it makes sense why they made the R7 out of this engine because it's just so linear and, easy to kind of get up in the revs and make such nice power.
Oh, this does have the same motor as the R7, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That was better.
A little bit, Jigsaw Bra still watching this, shaking his head.
Yeah, I taught you so much, and you learned nothing.
Why do you suck so bad?
Yeah.
So let's talk through the main control points of this bike. Let's talk through throttle, brakes, clutch, and gear shifter. Brandon, how you feeling on that thing?
Actually, very, very happy. I love where everything comes with stock. It's very comfortable to put. It's, like we already said, approachable. I feel like even if you didn't have any riding experience, you could hop on this bike and be okay, and you would be perfectly fine. It's very, very comfortable. They designed it well from the start, and the controls aren't in weird places. It's very intuitive, if you will.
Yeah, everything's exactly where I expect it to be, you know? Like, the brake feel is exactly what I'd expect it to be. The throttle feel is exactly what I would expect. The gearbox is actually really snickety and notchy, which is nice. Gives a really positive engagement down at the foot. I feel like it's not going to be a bike that's going to catch false neutrals. Like, I can very like precisely feel third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. And with that torquey responsive engine, you know it once it's in gear because you get on the throttle and it just really surges forward. And I think what's really cool about the MT07 is, you know, we were saying beginner riders can jump on this and really enjoy themselves, and it's like a bike you can genuinely grow into. It's still relatively safe and approachable for a beginner, but I think like anyone could enjoy this thing. I could see someone putting like bags on it and doing like light touring duty with it. It could be someone's just like bop around commuter bike. It's pretty sweet.
I wouldn't mind to have that for any of those circumstances, honestly. Lately, I've been falling in love with these naked bikes. They are just so good at what they do, and that's pretty much almost everything, because we see people at the track bringing naked bikes to the track and still having a blast. They look like they're having more fun than anybody else.
So hustling the MT07 through the twistier bits, one of the complaints about this bike that's well documented is its front suspension is a little funky. The rebound is a little too aggressive, in my opinion. It pogos back a little bit. But you know, the more I've ridden this bike and the longer I've had motorcycling experience, I kind of find that it's like, you know, for the category and the kind of rider that's going to ride it, I don't think they're really going to notice that. I think, Brandon, you and I would notice that at speed, at pace, on track, but like for street riding like this, I think it's perfectly acceptable. What do you think?
Absolutely. It's very forgiving. It's not maybe what we're looking for, but we're looking for, you know, high performance out of something, and this isn't meant for that. This is meant to absorb what you put at it. It's meant to take the bumps and make a more cush ride, if you will. It's very predictable. It's not out of its way, you know what I mean? It's doing its job for what it was designed to do. I'm actually kind of liking it, I'm not gonna lie. It is wobbly, like you said, a little pogo-y, if you will, but it's doing what it needs to do. It's absorbing all these bumps in the road, and it's making it a very smooth ride.
You know, I like that it has this wider handlebar now. Yamaha updated it for the 2021 model. It's got a bit of a wider bar, and I feel like this thing just flicks in so nice. It just turns in really sharp.
Yeah, you have a lot of manual control over, a lot of leverage on it. It's very nice. I'm just sitting back here doing little S's back here. The thing that I say I hate people doing.
You're scrubbing in those tires.
Exactly. I gotta get them heated up.
Gotta get them heated up, bro.
Yeah. But it's very flickable. For being 400 pounds, you don't feel its weight. It flicks really fast.
And it's funny because in our world, 400 pounds is kind of heavy, but for a street bike, it's pretty decent.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Especially when you consider like bikes like the H2 are over 100 pounds more.
They're like 150. Those bikes are huge. The other thing I really like about this bike is that it comes with from the factory with what is it, the Michelin Road 5 tires, and this is a sport touring spec tire that is really going to allow you just right off the showroom floor to ride at least 10 to 15,000 miles completely worry-free. And that's kind of like the whole ethos of the MT07 and Yamaha's bikes, is like they're making with it's just like bulletproof Japanese reliability, and to make it so that, you know, you can just ride the bike right off the showroom floor just totally worry-free for a long time. So if you guys are interested in winning these, you know, I saw a lot of comments about the Ducati. They're like, oh my god, you know, one guy was like, I'm gonna have to replace the valves every 2,500 miles, which is not really true. But this is the kind of bike that, man, you could ride this thing no problem, 10,000 miles, just put oil and gas in it and it's gonna be good to go. And the sport touring tire is the right fit for it. You know, it's a tire that's gonna provide a lot of grip, but a lot of longevity too.
All of which are pluses. And that's the thing, is the thing about this, really, just the category of bikes, is there's no real negative to them when you start boiling it down. They're good at everything they do. They may not be the best, but there's nothing wrong with them either. This whole class of bikes, the nakeds and stuff like that, really give riders the chance to do a little bit of everything with them, and it's nice to see.
Yeah, it's a great point. Like this bike, like we said, you could take it on a long trip. You could even take this to the track if you wanted to. Like, it wouldn't be the best thing, but it would work for at an entry level. Yeah,
you would have fun on this bike. If these cars weren't here, we would be having a load of fun with these bikes.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and flip around and see if we can't get a little toge run. Gonna go ahead and bank a little U-turn. Oh, so easy. All right, Brandon, I think we need to swap.
I'm not sure, because I'm liking my handling. I think mine handles better than yours.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see you flicking it around back there.
You know what? I noticed the difference immediately.
They do feel different.
They feel different.
This seat is warmed. It's pretty warmed.
I've been farting in it all morning. All right, let's have some fun.
Little peppy bike.
It can be really lazy with the gear shifts. It's got so much torque.
Oh yeah. Ooh, I think I got the front end a little light there too.
Guiding it through here down the hill a little bit.
This bike feels pretty cool, not gonna lie.
I think this one makes more power than that one.
Oh, I could stuff you so bad right now.
Brandon's out here riding 10/10ths. He's like, I will not be embarrassed.
Oh, this is fun. I don't even know where I'm going.
So one thing I noticed is downshifting a little more aggressively with this bike. I don't think it's equipped with the slipper clutch.
So yeah, I did feel that the rear tire wants to really grab when you start downshifting.
Yeah, I don't think it has a slipper clutch.
That's pushing those downshifts pretty hard, so I can't really fault it for it. But it is something to notice. If you are trying to haul butt and you just start grabbing downshifts really aggressively.
Yeah, it'll chatter.
Yeah, it'll chatter a little bit, which is fine. Just need to be aware that it's there, not lock, freak yourself out and make an input that you don't mean to make.
Doesn't mean you're gonna crash, it just means the bike's working.
Exactly.
Man, we were doing 26 miles an hour, quite a difference in pace here.
Yeah, nice little breather.
Yeah. It actually gives us the chance to do some more wheelies if we want to.
You say we.
Brandon, can you not wheelie?
Well, hold on, let's see. I'll do a little stand-up one. How about that?
A stand-up wheelie? Right here in the corner? Hey, there you go.
Notice how I can't hold it.
That's your victory wheelie after you win a race.
Oh, dude. The next time, if we win a race, I'm nuking our tires. I already told the CMRI and everything. I'm roasting those tires in the pits.
Absolutely. Especially if we win the championship.
Exactly.
Man, it's like you said, you can't really find any faults with this thing.
You really can't. And actually, because that was so fun, I think we need to find some more Twisties. I'm not going to lie. That was actually pretty fun.
I guess on 3 honks, yeah?
Let me see if I can hear your horn. I can hear it. Cool. Yep,
okay.
3 horns. Oh, buddy! That was a good wheelie, too. Yeah, so this one's got the power.
Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. I'm wheeling starting. You couldn't even get it off the ground.
That's right.
They make a teal-colored pill for that.
It'll match my bike.
Yeah, there you go. Oh my God, it's like...
Just holding revs.
I know. There it is, there it is. I got you!
Damn you, Brandon!
And that's why I start the races.
Exactly. God damn it!
You can't beat me!
I get so close. I floated the front wheel that whole time.
I saw that. I heard it hit the ground and go.
All right, we have one final test to do, is the highway manners. See how this thing does.
Bro, you're so cool.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm so jelly of you right now.
Thank you. Thank you. I know you think I'm cool.
It's just a nice, playful bike.
Yeah.
It really is.
All right. Some highway manners with the MT07. We're doing about 60 miles an hour. Not that fast. I know Brandon likes to do about 85 to 90.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, obviously you get a lot of wind because it's a naked bike, but it's got plenty of power to get up and go out of these situations.
I don't feel like I'm getting blown around behind these cars. It's actually pretty stable, I'm not gonna lie. I feel it in my head more than I do in the bike itself.
Yeah, clicking up into 6th gear, top gear here, doing about 70 miles an hour. I don't really feel like I need a downshift, to be honest. I think I got, yeah, plenty of power to get around these cars.
I'm just gonna roll on, and very easily, there's 80 right there, still below 6,000 RPM, and I can get around people no problem.
Yeah, this bike has pretty much like a flat torque curve.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a solid feel.
Grab a quick little downshift there. With no clutch, just so the comment section gets all enraged that I'm doing that.
Oh yeah, let's show them here. Clutchless up, down, up, all the way to first, down, baby. So Brandon, we're going back to the shop now. What are your final thoughts, MT07?
2 thumbs up from me. I really like this bike. This is a fun bike. I'm having more fun on it than I thought I would.
Yeah. I think it goes to show that you don't really need, you know, like 180 horsepower to have a great time on a motorcycle.
Exactly. And that's why we like the 400 so much.
That's right. I really think that this category is the kind of Goldilocks zone. You know, like 75 to 100 horsepower on the street. You can use most of it. It's nice and comfortable. I could ride this for hours and hours. I would not even care.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just sitting here, screwing around, and all of a sudden just let the miles flow by.
So I really hope these bikes go to a great home. Remember, they are both giveaway bikes, along with a full set of gear, so you guys make sure to check out yamanoob.co. You've only got 6 days left to win. We are not going to be inundating YouTube with MT07 content like we did with the Ducati. Don't worry, guys. I know you guys are a little upset about that. We're going to put out a couple videos with them, but then y'all going to want to make sure you get entered to win. I will be reminding you on Instagram and Discord and all that good stuff, so make sure you check that out. But thanks for watching today's video. Hope you had some fun with us checking out the 2022 MT07. This is a fantastic motorcycle, and it's a ton of fun to ride here on the street. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later.